over 100 years of this history not being known. When I heard about it, my mission was to get the word out.
In the dead of the night, January 28, 1918, in a tiny Texas border town called Porvenir, 15 Mexican-American men and boys were about to face the darkest moment in Texas Rangers history. Texas Rangers, U.S. cavalry soldiers, and local ranchers surrounded the sleeping village. They claimed to be searching for bandits, but what followed was nothing more than pure hatred. Except these weren't bandits. They were farmers, merchants, and laborers, American citizens and legal residents, men and women who had built their lives in this land, raising their children to believe in the American dream. Their only crime being Mexican in Texas during a time of intense racial tension. Then the families waited through the night, expecting their men to return. Some wives even tried following the Rangers but were forced back. The sound of distant gunshots rang through the valley. However, think about your own father, brother, or son being dragged from their bed. Imagine your family being torn apart simply because of who they are, where they came from. This isn't ancient history. There are people alive today whose grandparents survived this massacre.
You know, when you talk about, well, how's the community doing? Well, no, I'm sorry, there is no community. It's gone.
Then out of nowhere, all 15 men and boys, including Manuel Morales, Longino Flores, and Pedro Herrera, were forcibly separated from their loved ones by the Rangers, promising to only question them. Moments later, gunshots echoed through the night. These innocent souls were executed without trial. The Rangers claimed self-defense, but not a single Ranger was injured. Not a single weapon was found on the victims. This atrocity wasn't just an attack on Porvenir, it was a stark message to Mexican-American communities across Texas. The aim was clear: to instill fear, suppress voices, and erase identities. If we allow such stories to fade into obscurity, we risk repeating the darkest chapters of our history. This isn't just a history lesson. Right now, somewhere in America, someone is being judged, feared, or hated simply because of their heritage. The Porvenir massacre happened because good people stayed silent. So I'm asking you, what side of history will you be on? Will you speak up when you see injustice? Will you stand with those who face discrimination today? Because silence is how history repeats itself. Be the voice they try to silence. Share this story. Start the conversation, because change starts with us. I'm EG, the Activated Mexican. Follow for more untold stories and for updates on how we are going to stop the hate and change the narrative.